Alright, welcome to Thav TV. This is Thav Exclusive and I am your host Natasha Brown. On this particular episode, we'll be speaking with an exceptional founder and the CEO of Jersey Fiesta, a sportainment event here in the city of Port Harcourt about to take us global. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned and we'll be right back. Alright, hi Mahjeed.
How are you, Natasha?
And very well, thank you. Mahjeed, the one who has refused to tell us his real name for security reasons. when you get into governance, what is going to happen?
Mahjeed.
Are we going to be asking for your certificate as well? Okay, welcome to the show. This is the first time of being on the show, yeah?
Yeah, actually, it is.
Absolutely. Welcome once again. And you are doing such a fantastic job with Jersey Fiesta. Congratulations on that. And good thing, the one for this year is coming up in a week time, thereabout.
Yeah, about 9 days time. November 18th.
Definitely. That one is going to be a blast. And I mean, the last one you have Tacha on the line side. I'm wondering who's going to come this time around.
Just apart from what else will happen.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's just go right into the interview before I get too excited about what is about to happen with Jersey Fiesta this year. Now, how did this all start? What's the story?
Okay.
Jersey Fiesta.
Thank you very much, Tacha, for the experience given to me to relate with Thav TV. Yeah, it's a good one, an opportunity that I really like. And thank you for your question. Now, Jersey Fiesta Nigeria started in 2019. Yeah, we just finished school. I think that was 2017, 2 years after. It was before what I wanted to do. So I was to go into the streets and start stealing the team. We had to develop our talent and what we like doing, our passion. Then myself and some group of persons went to our drawing board and we came up with the idea of having next to the events I would actually shape the states and put us on the global map. And that was why we came up with the Jersey Fiesta Nigeria brand, which is fully registered.
Oh, okay.
And they are organizers of Tochukwu Jersey Fiesta. Yeah, it started in 2019.
Okay, that's really interesting. Why the name Jersey Fiesta? Sports, Jersey, football, is that correlation?
No, Jersey Fiesta Nigeria, Tochukwu Jersey Fiesta, is actually an event that is aimed at promoting a sportainment brand, that's sports and entertainment, that's aimed at promoting sports and entertainment in River State.
Okay.
Also is an avenue, a stage where we actually unveil upcoming talents and show them to the world, let them know that these people are good from River State here. But we believe everything happens in Lagos. If it's not Lagos, everybody feels everyone knows it's Lagos to blow. We have very good sound guys and girls here in Port Harcourt. So we decided to have that platform where we unveil these people to people who come for the events. You know that these people are really very good at what they do as well.
Good, interesting. And then you've been already 3 years,
Yeah,
doing this. And then you said when you started like, by yourself with your funds. There was no outside funding or investors, no brand support and all of that. What was that like?
2019, sincerely, we started with just little on the funds. There are no sponsors, everybody wants to see you actually.
Track
progress,
record, what have you done?
Nobody just wants to invest money into you without getting to this person good. Already, personally, I was a brand in Port Harcourt then because as a student, a young student then, I was very, very good. I was in SUG.
Okay.
Yes, student union government. I was the chief of staff to the president. There was no big event happening in Uniport without my name on my face being there.
Okay, so you already had some background in
yes,
event management and all
yes,
that, right?
We had a very strong leg in event management and having entertainment there in the school. So it was now the drive and the vision and then to go into this particular brand, which is the Tochukwu Jersey Fiesta.
But back in school, were you doing any sportainment events, or it was primarily just entertainment, no sports attached to it?
Funny enough, when I was in school there, I worked with so many brands, likes of Glow, let's say I did Glow, student slide and bounce, let's say one mic, NTN, cooking, I had so many events and as a student. The truth is, most of these brands were using me, how I use that word, they were just basically capitalizing on my potential.
On your influence.
Only very few of them
potential.
paid me, only very few, because then I was very popular in school, I was like the president. I was very, very popular. So when I
you could pull a crowd.
Yes, I could motivate a lot of crowds to come out for any event. As a student, I was very popular. So that was what happened then. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. So your background experience in entertainment back in school definitely has influenced what you're doing now.
Yes.
You only just had to infuse sports into it.
Yes.
Why sports? Why not fashion? Why not something else? Why
Okay,
sports?
funny enough, I really say I'm a very, very sporty person.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that.
I'm not a very sporty person, but I look at sports as a way of uniting lots of people. Yeah, I see the urge. I mean, many people want to play matches, when we have matches being played, Rivers and Barca and Real Madrid, you see lots of people come out, even girls, them wear their jerseys, everybody's actually aroused and they're jumping, they're happy to see.
It gets really passionate.
Yes, gets really passionate. Sports is actually an avenue that I know that doesn't have any age restriction, there are no barriers as regards people that come to celebrate sports. So I just feel I have this urge for actually bringing people together, uniting people. I always have this urge for actually seeing myself trigger a lot of people come out to enjoy themselves, party, have fun. I look at sports and I'm like, sports can do the magic. So that's why we ventured into sports. I said earlier, sportainment. So we are looking at sports and also infusing entertainment. It's going to end up like entertainment and long run,
That's interesting because definitely sports, it's one activity that breaks cultural barriers.
Yeah.
You know, for the love of whatever sport it is that you are into, be it rugby, be it, soccer, football, tennis, whatever, people just unite based on that, not necessarily where do you come from, where do you not come from and all of that. So it definitely was a good fusion to use, to add with entertainment. I mean, entertainment is another thing that brings people together, music, who you love, and all of that. So that's interesting.
So the idea is infusing the both of them, sports and entertainment. Remember when imagine we having these two forces together, it's a whole blast. Right. This time around our team is my Jersey, my passion. So which women express their passion, your passion for sports.
So if you're Man U, if you're whatever on the football side, but then tennis, whatever that you are.
All kinds of sports,
Right, interesting. I like that. I think, what has the reception been like from the peoples towards your event so far, 3 years down the line?
Yeah, good. Now the first edition, just as we had so many challenges then trying to start up because it was a new brand and that's what we need to people come out, so many questions was through people's minds. But then again we had a very unique concept that people have not really seen in a long time. So we had our first edition was actually sold out. We used the Avenue car park in GRA and there are pictures and videos online. You can go to our Instagram. We had lots of people attend that event without any fees. We just wanted, again, the idea about this event is not to sell any brand or sell any fees. The idea is actually people coming out because of our content.
It's people centric.
Yes, it's not about which face is coming, which artist is coming. That's what happens in Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is actually ruled by prototypes.
Who's coming? Who am I going to look out for?
That first station, we didn't bring anybody. We walked in, most of my friends were the ones that performed. And it was a sold out event. We started at about 12 noon in the afternoon. Ended by 10, 11 in the night. We didn't have an after party. So it was fully sold out. And I was surprised. So then we said, okay, if we can make this happen, that's how we kept on going. The second edition now, because of the COVID-19, and restrictions on large gatherings, we actually disappointed at some point by the brand, and we were forced because people wanted to watch out for it. Then people were bringing this person. So at some point, to actually clear our faces, and we had to get an artist, or two persons actually, and Oscar and Tacha came around for the second edition. And they made everything like it was wow. We used the arena in GRA. We had the arena filled up to capacity and also had screens outside.
So there was an overflow?
Yeah, we had screens outside. We were actually watching. People that could not come in, we were watching what was happening from outside. So it was a good one. Tacha's force was a massive one on the brand. Helped to push us, our followers increased on social media and give us brand visibility and credibility as well too.
Yeah, interesting. It's really interesting what you do, and I like that. One key part that you also bring in is that you highlight a lot of indigenous talents. So in spite of the fact that you probably will invite talents from outside, but anyone that is homegrown.
Yeah, once actually promotes the home-based talents. Burna Boy started from here. Mali started from here. So the award forces to reckon with. So we believe in Port Harcourt. Everything was not being in Lagos. We believe we have some very good talents that can actually shake and move people. And that's why if you check our lineup for this year, we're basically working with Port Harcourt people. Just maybe one or two surprise artists we're here to let people know. But we are channeled towards grooming our own home-based artists.
And giving them the right platforms and visibility that is needed. I love that. That's really interesting. Now, so I've just skipped away from the whole glitz and glam of Jersey Fiesta, and let's go into the work of it. Right. It's always a difficult thing being a visionary. being someone who is a founder, a convener. It's never really easy. It gets easy when, okay, you already have all your resources in terms of human capital, in terms of, funding and all of that. If you have those things and all of that, it's a smooth ride.
Yeah.
But for someone who you just got out of school, in order to get yourself busy and do something also impactful at the same time, but you didn't have the needed funding and all of that. You needed to get a team. And most of the time, to get a proper team that would key into the vision, there needs to be some monetary incentives, one way or the other. But without that, how were you able to kickstart? How were you able to actually gather a team of people, pitch your vision to them, and get them to buy into it?
Okay, now the truth is, people always call me the people's man right from school.
Okay.
I've always been the people's man. I've always moved with the crowd. Yeah, let me also retrospect back. I was the chief of staff to the SG president of the University of Port Harcourt. And as a young boy, I was always going around with about 6-7 persons guiding me.
As bodyguards?
Yes, as bodyguards.
Interesting.
Yes,
Interesting. Back in school.
Yes, I was that popular.
Right.
Yes, I always have about 5 persons moving me in the club. I'm in training where I'm going to.
So you were like a
yes.
whiskey girl.
Yes, I was a celebrity. Yes, I was actually a celebrity. Yes,
Right.
I was. So then I capitalized on that. I looked at, okay, I think I have the face and I have the name. So why don't I just build a formidable team of persons? Now, again, people must actually key into your vision and see what you want to do as. I believe there's light at the end of the tunnel. Let's give this a shot. So the plan was I now sold the idea to my friends, people I know are actually career oriented and people I want to have requests for building the brand. So I spoke to them and most of them were fine with it. We said, no problem, let's start it up. Let's see how we can go about it. We rallied around and brought funds, so they also added their funds. We just did what we could do at that period of time. It sold out.
And you said you got over 800
yes,
persons
about
to come
700 persons. Yes, pictures are online. You check them out. So that's that. The passion that my friends had, they believed in me so much, and I believed, okay, this is what I've been doing. Even if I didn't go out on a large scale, because what I was doing there in school was I was being contracted by brands. They call me, I plan package for them, and they pay me. So they promise, oh, pay you. I'm saying, no, pay you. They lock up. But I knew I was driving. I was all out for. Let me push myself, let me prove myself out. So I was learning too, because some of them will tell you, no, pay, it's not pay, don't worry. You also grow because they think I was a student, all that stuff. But when they now saw my potentials, we even saw them and working with them as of today. So those bands are contacts that I leveraged on, and they've given me a lot of potentials too. So with my friends on board, we share the vision. The plan is let's just make this happen. The truth is that they're not all after making money at that point in time. They're all after seeing the brand being built to become a bigger force to reckon with than outside the States. So that kept us going. And again, I was also very, very transparent. When funds come in, everybody sees us. We had an account we opened, and 1 or 2 of us received each their account. So even when money comes on board, people say, never manage, no struggle. So I was transparent. And after everything, everybody saw, well, you see what's in common. What's in common, we shared amongst ourselves. So it was not maybe like a one-man business. I was very transparent, and that was what I was keeping us going to today as well.
And then even coming to the funding part, you said there was some time you had to get monies from some other people to
I must tell you the truth. There's no need to sugarcoat anything. In business, you must actually want to borrow for it to progress. Even the likes of the Quran, most of them have actually been indebted to people. At some point, just for us to keep the vision, we had to go all out. Some of us sold some of our items. We used an expensive guy, we sold them out. We had to do lots of sacrifices to be able to ensure that this brand kept on going and kept on pushing. So what we put in that we paid almost everybody, but we're not paying anybody else. So the passion and the drive, okay, this thing someday will sell, and today it's got to be the glory that has become a major force to reckon with, and we're still coming full time.
So your sacrifice has paid off, or is still paying? Is beginning to pay off? Would you say it has paid off, or is beginning to pay off? It's towing that path.
Yeah, no, you can't see you're there yet. Everybody's still pushing. Everybody's still clamoring to be there. So I would say it's paying off. It's paying off already, and it will pay off even more than what it's paying off.
So you're like 60% there.
70% there.
70%. Interesting. I like that. Okay, so definitely now funding this. Yeah, I'm definitely sure you have faced challenges. Different, apart from finances you've talked about. I'm sure that there are other challenges that you have faced, because I literally cannot imagine how it's been trying to get brands to support you. Especially in this, the economy is bad. You know, so a lot of brands are really wanting to look into, they want to x-ray how are we really going to get value out of this, you know, and then most marketable state so far is Lagos.
Yeah.
So rather they would go there and just say, you know, I think I'm guaranteed to get my returns, you know, but what other highlighted challenges, you know, can you state that you face outside of, you know, funding?
Sincerely speaking, the truth is you've actually stated one of them, and it's a major one.
Yeah.
Doing things in Portugal has been a major challenge because once some brands will tell you, don't worry, we'll support you, come on board, we'll showcase whatever. Don't go require in 10 minutes, they will pull out. And they will give you really the host in such a way that they will tell you, don't worry yourself, just do it. And I saw that most times because they feel you are not coming person, they don't want to even go into signing documents, they just say, we are this, we are this.
So it's all verbal.
Yes,
it's
all verbal, yeah.
You know,
it's now I start realizing what they need for you to go into pen and paper. So
Yeah.
most of the brands working on that we've all documented a bit, so nothing like, we'll sue you. Yeah, we've learned, our eyes are open, we're going to sue you once you promise us you do this for us.
And then you do not deliver, you just pull out.
We have our lawyers, it's a legal entity. We're fully registered, it's not a backyard commercial business.
Yeah.
We've placed it in such a way that we have our lawyers, we have our media, everything is fully prepared and structured. So once you mess with us, we also mess with you as well. Yeah, so
even with the big brands, if peradventure big brands pull out, you're gonna pull out the guns.
We won't see them mess with us because those are good, because they will bring us out full time. We want to there. So getting brands on board has been a major challenge, and then the idea of having to go to Lagos to get those, and also building. If you don't have a contact, the truth is contacts rule the world. So once you have a contact, so you have a contact, you call somebody, tell you why you. Who are connected to you, you can't be able to explain all. They don't know you, they just show you off. Because the truth is, even those brands have like 2 or 3 other brands, and if they have their insiders they're trying to push. So what they have to offer, they just do one side and go anywhere that they know. So trying to know who is who, so trying to get people on board, like having contacts has been a challenge, and also the need for you to travel and get these brands to key into the vision. And everybody wants to see you progress. They want to see when you get, like this year now, we've gotten like 2, 3, 4 brands have called us, big brands have called us. Let's come on, but we're not believing them. So as I said, it's paying off and to still pay off.
Yeah. That's lovely. It's interesting. How were you able to navigate those barriers? You talked about networks. You needed to have the right networks. You know, you needed to have, you know, reference events you had done and all of that. How have you been able to break through those barriers? What measures have you taken or did you take to enable you get the access for certain big brands to actually call you up to say we want to be part of this?
Good question, Sasha. Now the truth is, you know these brands, they believe in what they can see, not what you tell them. Contents. What content do you have? The first edition, our content when we're still coming up, our contents were not really out there.
In terms of publicity?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, so the second edition we improved on that, and we have lots of content on our socials. We go and check them. We have lots of content. Now, when you write to your brand, for example, when you do a proposal to them, they tell you, okay, email us a picture or videos of past events you want to see. We just link them. We'll just go to our socials and check. We have a catalog of pictures from first edition. So we put that out there. So it's no matter what we are trying to hide, they're trying to look for them. We just send it to them and check them. So that has helped us, has given us that leverage that we know what we're doing. And also we've worked with some brands that are also big, if they didn't give us finances, but they're coming on board to support us, to work with us, give us some brand leverage. And also give us room for that bigger brand to come in. When for instance, let me use a brand, let me say brand A now, knows this brand is coming. This brand part of it. Okay, let's come on board. Again, another very major thing, we're able to secure a very strong partnership with University Ministry of Youth Development.
Interesting.
And endorsement, yes. So all our socials, all
so
our
it even gives you further credibility as to what you're doing. That the state government recognizes what you do.
We had a courtesy visit to the Commissioner for Youth Development, and he was very impressed seeing like minds and youths like of our age trying to have an niche for ourselves. It was very impressed.
And actually even improve the imagery of the state. PR.
Yes, right now, River State is on. Use our community, lots of people, so many crises.
Political issues here and
now
there.
this event is also aimed at letting Rivers people know that the state is calm. The state is calm. You can come out, enjoy yourself, have fun, and it's work. You don't need to be scared. We're partnering with the Nigerian police force to ensure that people's securities are being guaranteed. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. I like that, you have the police force, in partnership with what you're doing, because definitely security, not just in River State, I mean, all over the world, literally,
Yeah, it's crazy.
there's a lot going on, and people don't necessarily want to go to places or spaces where their security is not guaranteed, at least 85%, or if not even 95. So it's interesting that you have that avenue. There's a lot more interesting things we're going to talk about, but we'll get into that just after the short break, and stay tuned. All right, so welcome back. And what would you say your other festival inspirations are, as to like a template for what you want Jersey Fiesta to be like in the next 5 years? So globally, we have the Coachellas, we have the Burning Man festivals, we have all those big, massive ones that happen. Would you say you have any particular global sportainment event that serves as a template to what you're doing? That can place Nigeria on the global map. So,
Yes, basically, I would say an individual. Like I look up to Burna Boy.
Interesting.
Burna Boy has he's like the biggest in the world right now in Africa. Yeah, so I look up to him. I like his pattern. He has been able to place Nigeria on the global map. Not the same Tochukwu. So he has been a sort of inspiration. I like the way he brings people together. You see Burna Boy shutting down big
awareness
that people have not done like never in their life. So,
yeah.
but I like to see Burna Boy on big stages perform, bring people together.
It's a great inspiration for you.
So Burna Boy is actually my great inspiration to ensure that we get people from all kinds of places. Again, Jersey Fiesta is not just the bigger picture. Is not just to do tacos. I started by saying the branding is Jersey Fiesta Nigeria.
Right.
And Jersey Fiesta Nigeria encompasses lots of baby brands on it.
Okay.
Yeah, Port is our baby brand where we started from. The bigger picture is to go around and have like Oriri Jersey Fiesta, Bayelsa Jersey Fiesta, we have Cross River, Calabar Jersey Fiesta, and then end up in Lagos to go to Jersey Fiesta. That's for next year. And after we start going outside Nigeria to do Africa. So it's like a tour, like a nationwide tour. That's the bigger picture. We're trying to get Port Harcourt well. After we do this television happening next week, we're going to be able to gather a lot of momentum that will take us to other places.
So it becomes like a home brand, yes, like a national thing, where you say when you come to Nigeria, say toward the tail end of the year, this is one festival you should look forward to.
We can do like this week, can do this week. Reverse next week, we can have like Delta, we can have Bayelsa, and Lagos.
And that is very doable.
Yeah, very achievable. Because again, brands are coming on board and letting them know that we're giving exposure for like 6 states. Not just one state.
Yeah.
What we do in Lagos.
So guaranteed value.
Yeah, guaranteed value for your money. Yes, that's what we're painting to most of them. Yeah.
I love that. That's really interesting. Even bringing it down here, there are some other festivals that have really done well for themselves. We have the Bala festivals, and we have the likes of others as well. That have thrived so far, and sometimes even without funding from the government. I know you said you had endorsement from the Ministry of Youth, but then endorsement is good, but then funding, is also important. Right. So how have you been able to navigate around that without necessarily getting funding from the government? You have primarily leveraged of the private sector for private investors and all of that. Or?
Yeah. The truth is, I also have some senior mentors as well. Some my bosses who believe in my vision and have invested in the vision, and it's paying off. I really want to mention that they've invested in this brand, to see this brand succeed. We also have some brands as well.
For some return on investment, or basically it's just the grant monies that,
Just
that they give
for
to
them to
you?
see me progress.
That's
Because
interesting.
they've seen how far I've come. They've seen, I don't know if I can mention their names too as well. And,
If you feel okay with that, then I mean that's
They-
fine.
They've actually invested in this. They've seen me journey and seen me spend money. So the plan is okay. Let's support you. You supported me and you've given me good funding for us to make this one happen. And then we had some big brands too, the likes of MTN, likes of Techno, likes of the Fit Fly. We had Budweiser, had Menji app, we've had Colony app. We had some big brands here that have actually Pursuit as well. Pursuit is a big hotel as well.
Interesting.
Yeah, that have actually come ventured into this to see it actualize. Yeah. Most of them have supported us financially. Some have given us good value.
Right. I love that. I think that's interesting. What value? What primary value to both the state and on a national level do you posture Jersey Fiesta as, in terms of the value that it brings? So I know that definitely there's the economic value, because you've talked about having vendors from different sectors come in and showcase. So definitely they're selling. They're generating monies and all of that. There's the positive PR for the state and also for Nigeria as well. But if you were to key into the global space, what value would you say Jersey Fiesta is bringing? Is there a cultural aspect to it, or is there a part that makes it that sells our Nigerianness, like to the global world, or like?
Okay, now the brand is a very big brand. It's a very big brand. It has lots of
baby parts in it.
Maybe sometimes we also venture into having like a cultural fiesta to showcase our rich Nigerian culture.
Yeah, but for now
we are just trying to have sports and entertainment, because sports is very, very good.
Like I'm just imagining. Do you have those sport betting companies in partnership? Because I'm wondering why they've not jumped on this. The Bet Nigers, the Sporty Bets, all those people.
For now, we've not had any. But we had one or two that have actually reached out to us, but they didn't meet up our demand. So right. But we know that as time goes on, we're going to have some bigger sporting platforms on this.
Definitely. What media partners are you working with for this one?
Cool FM, Nigeria Info, Razobia. We're also working with Able TV as an official media partner. Yeah. So Cool FM, Razobia, Nigeria Info.
All right. So so you're a young person, and then we live in times, especially here in Nigeria, where it seems like the economy just wants to kill everybody. And then yes, and literally, we have a lot of young people now. Tech is the whole rave. Everybody's all tech, which is interesting. But tech is only an aspect of capacity building or talent building or an aspect of knowledge or know-how. Yes, most businesses can leverage off tech, but there's still other key aspects people are forgetting that they actually can key into. One of such is the creative economy, where you come in, where you're talking about, sportainment. Yes, you leverage off tech, but primarily it's to create good content for the peoples and the nation at large, and for value, in exchange for value. So the key question here is for younger people, right, young people as ourselves, what are we not seeing? Because literally you go online, I don't know if you ever witnessed sometime on Twitter, there was this whole talk about, Yahoo boys earn more than tech bros. Such a stupid argument. Right, and then you find that literally, and this is not even underplaying it, a lot of young people just want to quick money, fast money. So anything that will take you through a process of, oh God, we have to stress, we have to strive, they don't want to hear it. So what do you have to say about that?
Then that's the whole story of Yahoo boys and everything. We are very strong in what we do, and we don't want to. I'm not in a hurry to make. Yes, in as much as everyone wants to make capital, make profit out of whatever they do, but the key vision is to sell the brand. So at that point, now the brand can be giving us resources of revenue. We're not all about want to make this money now, want to ensure that everything, how much our tickets being sold. No, the plan is to have like a formidable force, a strategic brand that can actually sell itself. I don't necessarily need to be in Nigeria to make this event happen. I can be anywhere in the world, and
it's
the
marketable.
brand is marketing. That's the plan. So we're not about, and that's the battles of these boys going to. It's them try to kill people, go into diabolic means to make money. The people on my team are people who are actually career driven, goal oriented. They want to ensure that this brand we're building together is the talk of the town, talk of the nation.
It becomes a standalone brand.
Yeah, so we want the brand to be built in such a way that at the end of everything, the brand is funding itself and it's even funding everybody on the team. So we don't necessarily need to even work for anybody in the brand. You can say, okay, we have our offices in GRA, we have our office in Lagos, we have like our tours around the country, we have like 4 or 5, everybody's busy making money. So the brand is coming to that aspect when it's going to make a lot of money for people who are working for it. That's how I want to build it. So we're not after negativities or trying to make any fast money. Any brand again that we know our value, we know our worth. So in as much as you're a big brand, you're a big force, I will tell you we want this, we know our vision, we know our strengths. We also come in, the bottom line is also coming to capitalize on our markets, because if you don't need us, you won't come to us. It's a two-way
The
thing.
database is critical.
It's a two-way thing. We have the data. We have like data of how many persons we've reached out to in the past years. We have the data
And
of
of different demographies.
And we service them. Every month we send them happy new month, we try to check up on them. We don't just use them when we need them. So those databases are based that we're going to release out to. We send them messages that events on the 18th, come have gotten the ticket, checking up on them, checking out their health status and everything. So things we do. So it's all a lot of work within the process to ensure that this brand comes out well. So we know at the end, in the long run, we'll make it. We'll definitely make it.
Yeah. I mean, you're already 70% there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what advice would you give to a lot of young upcomers? It's difficult. It's difficult trying to get anything off the ground, especially when you're building anything. Personal brand, corporate brand, whatever you're building as a young person. Yes, we have technology. Yes, you can be able to, leverage off of that, do publicity and all of that. But it's not easy. It's not like the money comes like in like a month, or like you need to be consistent, right? So that's at that point in time, a lot of young people just want to say, you know what, I'm tired. It looks like there's no headway. So what 3 words of advice would you give?
Okay, now
to young builders.
To young builders. First of all, I believe they should believe in themselves. They should believe in themselves. Don't be pushed by what you see on the internet. Because the internet,
I want to drive a
fake
Maserati.
life. People have lost their lives in the process trying to be what they are not. So just be yourself. Believe in what you have. Also diversify. Build yourself in all ramifications. Don't only leverage on what you study in school. I studied engineering until I studied engineering in Newport, and today I'm doing entertainment hospitality. It's spin-off for me.
Are your parents disappointed?
No, because I would never ask them for money, so they know that I'm doing very well.
Right.
And so don't just be one side. Try to build yourself. Work on courses online. Get diversified. Okay, so the sky is too big for everybody to fly. Don't see anybody as a competition. You yourself, you're your own competition. Don't see anybody. Don't see the next person that this person is doing. Or you now force them to go into irregularities. Just believe in yourself. Build your ground, build your potentials, and you see somebody will definitely come something for you. That's what I believe, yes.
One key thing you talked about is that you have senior men that help you, senior men in terms of facilitators, basically. But the question I want to ask, because that got me interested, not necessarily because you have individuals supporting you. That's not the point. For you to have individuals supporting you, it means that they believe in you. They believe in what you can do. They believe that you will not get the money and run away and just go and get an SUV in the next 2 seconds. So as a young person, another advice again, as a young person, how do you posture yourself in such a way that you become someone worthy of such investments, worthy of such credible helps, so to speak?
Okay, as an individual, I sell myself anywhere I can. Best way I can. I tell my team members, when people ask you, come from meetings, people ask you, introduce yourself, just say my name is this, that's all. And what are you into, and then as small as you polish shoes, you can use that to sell yourself. So on my own, I try to sell myself anywhere I can, any place I see myself. Again, I try to represent what I believe in. So most people I go for meetings, I also don't give up. I'm so now a go-getter. I can see during the course of planning this event, I just see you know, I stop here, talk to you. So I mean, I watch Jersey Fiesta. I feel also have looks too. I've looked so my looks.
Interesting.
The truth, yeah, my looks also work for me.
You
So
have to be proud right there, but it's okay.
Most times when I reach out to people, I feel my looks also have paid off for me in the past year. People just want to hear me. I have that grace. If my mom says it, once I just come out, people want to hear what I have to say. If I'm saying rubbish, so I try to capitalize on that, and it has paid off.
And make sure you don't say rubbish.
Yes, I don't say rubbish. So I just believe in what I can do. I just need to sorry, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Yeah, my friend always tells me, one of my friend David tells me, guys, they can tell is no, they will not beat you. Have you tried? Have you tried? Try. What if there is no? Nobody beats. Nobody will keep trying. You need to build, and that's the vision. It has worked for me.
I love that. Try. Just keep trying, regardless of the news you hear. Just keep trying. I mean, Jack Ma literally said he applied to over 30 or thereabout jobs, and then literally he got all no's back to back. Now that's the giant Alibaba right now. Literally. He said he got so used to hearing no that it became an okay thing for him. So, I mean, definitely, the least you can hear is no, nobody's going to beat you. You know? Right, absolutely. So, let's wrap this up. Where do we see Jersey Fiesta, Nigeria in the next 5 years?
Jersey Fiesta, Nigeria.
What are you projecting?
It's going to be the talk of Nigeria because we're going to be in such a way, by God's grace, we always believe in God as well. So in as much as we have the strengths and capacity,
and the skill,
we always try to link everything up to God. Because without God, there's nothing can do our work. So we see our brand being one of the biggest sportainment outfits brands in Nigeria. Also, you also see we also want to have like a very big sports shop where people come and shop online for their jerseys, pre-order online, the jerseys, their sports outfits. We also have like an online and offline store too. Maybe we can have like a strong partnership with Nike, Adidas, Umbrella, these sports brands are calling us and we're having like a mad photo session with them. We have to sign some players under our purview.
Or literally, you even have LeBron James saying he's interested in this and wants to show up.
So we see the brand as a big force to reckon with outside this country 3-4 years from now. We're going to have world tours. We can have like maybe Miami Jersey Fiesta. We can have UK Jersey Fiesta. That's a bigger picture.
Toronto Jersey Fiesta.
So I want to go outside Nigeria. I want to break out of the country and do exports. Sit with His Excellency, the President of Nigeria, and share our vision with him.
Lovely.
And see the government, Nigeria as a whole now endorsing our brand, selling us out to the world.
Big dreams, lovely, and definitely they will all come to pass because literally the sky is just a starting point. I mean, as long as we always have a vision in front of us and we work toward it, there's no force that can put a stop to us. Whether it comes in economic difficulties or whatnot, we will always try. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best, Mahjeed. All right, so I hope you've learned one or two things. I mean, try. The least you can hear is a no. And then, even when you hear a no, keep it in, don't give up, and absolutely, the sky is just your starting point. This is Thav TV, Thav exclusive by Natasha Brown. Thanks for joining in.